Ah, there you are. We're doing well. We're doing so well already. We've just started already. I didn't even unslide my camera. Good evening. Welcome to the Lite Byte Midnight Snack. My name is Cennamo-Smith. I am an author of crime, fantasy, horror, sci-fi, and I am also a 3D animator. Welcome to night 7 of our summer project, where we are working on turning a short story into animation. If you want to know what short story, it is called Control Snow. If you want to read it, there is a link down below to my Patreon where you can read it for free. If you like what you read and you want to show some support, please give the stream a like and subscribe, all that kind of nonsense. And you can sign up for the Patreon for free to get a load more stuff. You can also sign up on a tier and get loads more, even more fantastic stuff. It's definitely worth it. I would highly recommend it. Mostly for you, because you're here, you might as well get more out of it. Anyway, tonight is going to be a shorter stream than usual because I have to get up early, so I'm doing an hour instead of 2. So let's get on it as quickly as we can. The other thing I always forget to say, you may notice that there is some music playing. You might hear it now. There we go. So nice, a little bit of chill, relaxing music to go on with this evening. I do not own this music. You'll see the song name and the artist there. This is from Spotify. As it says at the top of the little box as well. Am I worried about copyright strikes? Not really. We're here to have fun, and it's always nice to listen to some music while you work. So, other than that, you're just listening to me ramble, and that's not exciting in the slightest, is it? Okay. And on that note, let's continue. Here we go. This is where we are. We are finishing off some legs. We're going to do this incredibly quickly because we don't have a lot of time. If you have no idea what's going on, thank you for being here anyway. Baffling choice, but thank you. We are working, like I said previously, on the summer animation, and we are adding limbs to what by all intents looks like quite a terrifying arm or spider-like limb. But in the no disillusion, that's exactly what we're kind of pretty much what we're doing. Aha. That shouldn't be there. Hang about. Just gonna slip inside. Right. There's nothing on that one. How very peculiar. Why is it on this one then? I damn have the foggiest. What I do know is I need some more lines in there though, so we're going to very quickly add those so we don't break the mesh later on. We're going to also learn to count. We could just do it the same way we did it previously on the other side. Which makes much more sense. Do the exact opposite to this side, because that's how these sorts of limbs work. You got one in, one out. Although I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna like this because I'm already seeing a problem. And the problem is quite simple. This needs more of a That's what I'm looking for, that button. Right, let's vertical first off. Right, that needs to cut out, that needs to come back. So what this really needs at the moment is, alright, I don't know if this is going to work. Where's my top view? Is this going to cut the way I want it to? Is the question. Or A without B. Yeah, I thought that might happen. Like that will be fine. Because what I could also do, for the sake of this, is what's that gap? That gap is, so let's make that gap 70. Let's make you 65. That should be fine. Now on this side again, we're just going to make that straight off the bat 65. Also going to that should fix it a little bit, and we can deal with the excess later. Okay. Just one. Again, don't know if this is going to work. That much cut out on there and there. We don't want any of that. Just a little bit further so it does what we want it to. That should be alright. And then, okay, yeah, okay, that'll do. Creating an object, see. This is what I want. Kind of, I've buggered some little bits and pieces, but we can fix that immediately. just need to check these things sometimes. Okay, that's all working through. Right now what we are going to do, because I didn't think this through, come down there and there. I should have gone all the way through. Can do the same on the side. Can't do it. We need this bit to potentially look a bit more realistic, a bit more workable. Thought that froze for a second. I'm going to, just for the sake of making life that's a pinch easier, just delete that, close up with a single side, just temporarily. it's acceptable. And here you are, faffing. But it's okay because we are good at faffing. Relatively fine. Yes. Here's everything as it should be, as far as we know it. As far as you know it, at least. I am perpetually unsure. For this, which I promise you will be coming. Just going to do a single cut all the way up there. Okay. Stylize this out now. I'm sure you are aware, the leg bone is connected to the pincer bone. ourselves into a way where that is the maximum angle. But I think it's fine and it'll look okay, or will it? Now that really needs to be able to have the full range of motion, doesn't it? We can fix that. Just need to cut that all the way up there, all the way up there, and on this side. Quite simply do exactly the same and just knock it all even further back. That's fine, that's how we do. We get through this with experimentation and figuring out as we go, but we're definitely, also most definitely not finishing the bots tonight as per the schedule. That's fine, we'll just have to make up the time somewhere else. Why don't you weld properly? And again, we need to get rid of some rogue points. And again, I do wish there was a way to automate this bit, because it's a bit repetitive, but the only way to automate that uses the, what's the word I'm looking for, averages out the distance between points, and that is not what we want. We want it to go to a specific point, so we have to instruct it. quite exactly. I haven't done that end yet. Okay, that kind of works. I'm going to have to add, I think, again for the sake of consistency. Oh fuck, you can now go. All I need is was it just to pull those bits further round? Oops. I wanted those as well. Okay, that was literally what I needed to do. Awesome, good to know. Right, now what we're going to do is we'll start at this end. Oh, it's not going to work. Most unfortunate. Oh well, we'll just do it the old-fashioned way. You'll be fine. Again, there is methods to the madness because I want this to look semi-functional, at least on the surface I want this to look functional. Wedges on that, we can deal with that in a moment as well. See how we go. Just going to tidy up again. Which is fine. And again, yes, it's probably a quicker and easier way of doing all of this. But I want sorry, no, not triangles. Engons, which, as mentioned before, is a shape with more than 4 sides, more than 4 points. It then becomes a hassle when it comes to working out shapes. I'm just going to cut out half of this work, I think. I am going to cut it in half and clone it, or mirror it rather, not clone. That was the correct word to use. You know words, Nicholas. Base your entire career off of them. Side, cool. Always good to check. Music class tonight. Sometimes I can't hear it or I forget it's there, but I'm actually enjoying it this evening. Which is always good. I hope it is also enjoyable for you folk. That does need a fix to tell it which way to bend. Yeah, okay. Nope. There we go. Okay, now we're going to give it a wee bit of curve. Okay, we'll do this the old-fashioned way again, or the manual way. Hey Flowers, how's it going? What did I forget? Oh, that's what I forgot. There's no central point to this, is there? Oh, you fool. Selection. Right. I forgot. What a numpty. What you doing? Same as we do every night. Trying to take over the world. Wondering if you're going to get that reference. It's a good way to gauge how old some people are. There we go. I am fixing the spidery legs. Okay. Right, the only thing I've got to do now is put this back. Oh, here's a better idea. Just center it. How are you doing? Have you been back hard at work editing today, or should I not bring that up? Is that a sensitive subject? This does not need to be exact for right now. What this does need to be is only half the amount of work. Sorry, there was a fly, a midge or something. There we go. That'll do. That looks all together. I should just do the edges first while I have it here. There we go. There we go. And now that can go all the way to there. Come on. Join bar. Turn that off. There we go. got one, and then to make it easier, I didn't. Well, that would have been sensible. Finish the chapter description. The character description and chapter 3 is next. Yes, Flav, well done. See, I knew you would get there. Why this can't be an instance? That's irritating. It just won't work. Well, there we go. What we're trying to do here. So every time I rotate that nail, there we go. I can just. I think a second one might be required. There we go. That will be fine. That doesn't look creepy at all, I imagine. That can go inside leg. Leg can go into there. That ain't right. Well. This looks creepy. There we go. Open that. Perfect. I don't know why, but the first chapters of my book, everything takes double the time to edit than normal. I suppose when you're doing the first, especially the introductory stuff, that's where a lot of the information is first coming from. So you're trying to get a lot of information in to very quickly set the scene, so you don't have to spend the rest of the book setting the scene, because that can get a bit dull and repetitive. This is alright. The only problem I think I have with this is that the legs are too big compared to the robot. That has a better setup in my opinion. And do I want, you know what, flub it. What I'm going to do is, just for the sake of having this, I'm so excited to get to the middle part because the first chapter is always an uphill battle. Yeah. Soon you'll be over the hard bit and you can get to the fun bit. I think there's always the part of every book, whenever you're writing, well, there's always the part of every anything you're working on where it's the bit you thought of that made you go, I'm going to write this or I'm going to make this. And that's the bit that's most exciting to get to. Let's just 50% that straight off the bat. This was not an original design, but I think it will help, and it adds to that level of creepiness. I don't know. Again, I don't know why I'm going for creepy here, because these are the nice guys. What's the word? Mandibles, hands. Mandibles is a much creepier word than hands. Oh, and again, he's flobbing massive. Let's give him a quick render. And annoyingly, we've spent an hour working on legs, and I need to disappear in 10 minutes. Having a very short stream this evening because I have to get up very early tomorrow to drive, which I am looking forward to because I'm going out and get to leave the house. Exciting stuff. So we're just going to render this little guy out. Actually, let's do a proper, just for giggles, since we've got the time, or the lack thereof. And then tomorrow night, if I'm not exhausted from my day out, which hopefully it won't be, he looks very spider-like. He does. He was kind of spider-like in the original design. He is. That one is a little spidery. I've just kind of made him more spidery. Sky, just to give us something to illuminate him with. Save. Is it human sized, or is this or is it the small? This is one of the smaller ones. It's, I would say it's about the size of a small dog. So just the right level of unsettling. That's not too bad. Again, it's squared off the way we want it. That's kind of alright. Again, he's going to be textured and painted properly at some point, so that you can see how nice he looks. So again, you're not going for high detail, going for high style. I actually quite like him. I think he's cute. It's a pity that he doesn't. Spoiler. Anyway, yeah. I think Watt and Stubbs are about the same size. This is Watt, if that wasn't clear. Yeah, nice and creepy. I'm going to save him. We've got 7 minutes left. Let's start on the head. And I'm going to say that you'll probably kick into Kingdom Come because I hate it, and it had approached me, but it might break my foot. Probably it would be quite heavy, I imagine. Now, what's a lovely little minion? one of the nice ones. Well, how big is this? That's 1,000. Okay, this is definitely going to be too big by the time I do it. Yeah, let's scale that down already because I had the design for this little guy sketched out, and while I was thinking about it today, or rather while I was trying to think of what to do with what, I thought about our last fella here, who is Hex, and I decided straight off the bat that I was going to change his design entirely, because I thought of something that I thought might be better. I could be wrong, but there's only one way to find out. Okay. He is also going to be the only one, well not the only one, the second bot with 2 eyes. Isn't he the lucky devil? Nope, can't do that because I need a center point. There we go, that should be alright. Oops, I forgot to shift other relevant points. Yeah, that should be fine. Head shape reminds me of a mantis. Well, now that you've said that, that's all I can see. Which was not intended, but also kind of works for what this guy is about. I've already got a mantis, so I'm not making another one. He's getting more mantis-like, isn't he? That's fine. Yep. Okay, well, he's a mantis then. Not much we can do about that. Well, there's entirely everything we can do about that. I'm making him. I think what I mean to say is there's nothing I want to do about that. Smash 20 should be fine. That just gives it a nice, a little bit of curve. think is only going to encourage you to call them a mantis. Right, but that is actually, at least for now, where we're going to end this stream, because, as I mentioned, I've got to wake up early. We're going to do this first, apparently. There we go. Yes. Right, okay. Yeah, he looks like a mantis. Anyway, on that note, this is our final robot. We are hopefully going to finish him off tomorrow night, because then we can spend Saturday night getting frustrated over trying to model a human, which is going to take significantly longer than I wanted to because I hate modeling humans. But it needs to be done because the main character in this story is in fact human, at least 80% human, some limbs not included. Anyway, on that note, to attempt to do at least an outro this time, thank you for coming along. As always, Flaz, lovely to see you. Anyone watching on VOD, I hope you're having a lovely time. This has been our summer project. If you've liked this nonsense, if you like any other nonsense I've been doing, like, subscribe, follow, all of that jazz across YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, all those sorts of things would be absolutely lovely. If you want to read some lovely short stories, I'm going to stop saying lovely. If you want to read some short stories, I've got a 17 episode series called The Rat King of London, which is set in 1889 beneath Victorian London, with a group following a society of sentient rodents. I have Insecticide, which, as Flaz has lovely mentioned, this follows a praying mantis detective through a gritty crime noir series. I have a light novel series. I used to run a tavern. No, I used to be in a pen shop, and now I run a tavern. Stupid name is intentional. And I have a lovely series of short stories. Again, lovely. This is a word I'm just tired of saying. Lovely. The British is coming out. I have currently a darker series of short stories where I'm taking classic Disney princesses and just twisting their genre. So far we've done Snow White, which we've made cyberpunk. We've done Beauty and the Beast, which we've made kind of supernatural horror. We've done Little Mermaid, which I made whale punk horror. And next one, which is going to be coming out this month, is, who is it? Cinderella, which is again, I'm sticking with a horror theme it seems, but this is ghost horror, so should be a lot of fun. I hope you enjoy. Links to everything can be found below: Instagram, Patreon, all that jazz. Thank you for coming, thank you for enduring whatever this is, and I will very hopefully see you tomorrow night, as long as I'm not exhausted, and I hope you all have a lovely time. TTFN.